No release date, no price, no specs, no Nintendo Network. At the very least, we got Mario, right? Yeah, at the very least, we got Mario. Obviously, I'm talking about Nintendo's E3 press conference, but yeah, let's get started. They started out with a pretty cool intro with Miyamoto coming out, and he had the those I guess you call them Pikmin, those little creatures following him, and obviously that led to the introduction of Pikmin 3 for the Wii U. I don't give two shits about Pikmin at all, but if people like that, that's cool. I mean, whatever. And then I think they talked about the Wii U's version of excuse me, the Wii U's version of Batman Arkham City, which is I guess this one the code name is the Armored Edition, and basically is basically just basically using the controller pad for basically just to do stuff that you can do on other systems, but just with the inventory on the controller pad screen. A little disclaimer: if you already own a console or a PC that can play this game, that could have played this game a year ago, and you're waiting for the Wii U version, you're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking Nintendo idiot. I'm just putting that disclaimer out there. But if you only own a Wii, then I guess this is good for you. Then they showed this other game called Scribblenauts, which I don't really care about. And then after that, they introduced the first foray of Mario, Super Mario Brothers Wii U, and apparently it's supposed to showcase. It's supposed to utilize the Miiverse universe. And there's a little bit of my thoughts on the Miiverse. Um, it looks like a dumbed down version of Home, but that's not actually that could actually end up being a good thing. Ultimately, it may be more straightforward, more straight to the point. So that's I guess that's a good thing. Um, obviously they didn't really talk about that much, which is there was a lot of stuff that they actually needed to talk about they didn't talk about, but yeah, but the new Mario Brothers Wii U, whatever it's called, I mean it looks like Super Mario Brothers Wii, so I don't care. And then what else? Then what else did they show? And then I guess they brought out a guy to showcase the three new first party Mario. I meant 3DS games. First up was this new Super Mario Bros. 2, which is basically him collecting, kind of making everything into gold. I don't give two shits about that. Then they have Paper Mario, and it's kind of more of a RPG type style of game. Don't give two shits about that either. And then obviously since Mario wasn't milked enough, let's just since they after they stopped milking Mario, they brought Luigi in and have Luigi's Mansion 2. Again, don't give a shit about that. They showed the third party stuff, which I don't give a shit about that either. Um, what else? They showed the Kingdom Hearts 3D. Um, but I don't care about any of that stuff that they showed. What else did they show? What else did they show? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I think they showed some more Wii Fit stuff. Yeah, that's yeah. They showed some Wii Fit stuff, and yeah, not interested in that. Um, and then Ubisoft came out. They showed let me see. What did they show? What did they show? What's that Ubisoft show again? Fuck, I don't remember. Oh, Zombie U. Yeah, yeah. And that really the only game that really showcased what the controller can the potential of the controller. It did look good. You know what I mean? So you have one good thing on there, and then Ubisoft showed off the entire stuff that they wanted to talk about. Then they also showcased the open world Legos game, which again I don't care about that. I know they're big sellers on the Wii, Obviously because there's nothing else to play on the Wii. But so it makes sense to have that game. And also that game's gonna be on the 3DS with more content. Go figure. Yeah. So basically, what they admitted was that the Wii U version, the next gen version, is going to be the inferior version. That's what they kind of just admitted that on the show. I don't know if anyone else caught that, but I caught that. And then they ended the show with Nintendo Land. And had a really cool fake fireworks display at the end. I'm being sarcastic there. But like overall, that was the Nintendo press conference, and like I had no idea that Nintendo. I mean, I've always said that Nintendo seemed to lack foresight when it comes to certain stuff, and it seemed like they can be kind of tone deaf when it comes to certain stuff. But this conference illustrated that to a T. Like I said earlier, they didn't show jack shit about price. They didn't show jack shit about the Nintendo Network. They didn't show jack shit about the specs. Nothing. Even the demonstration of what the controller can do outside of what Ubisoft showed was lackluster. This show was fucking lackluster. This show actually seemed like the fucking system was already out. You Nintendo, you had the dude. It was easy for them to steal the show at E3. It was easy to steal the show at E3. You have the console coming out. You know what I'm saying? You have the 3DS. You have the 3DS, which is the top handheld dedicated gaming device out there right now. Even though it's a piece of shit, you have the platform. You had it. You had it, and you fucked it up. The only way Nintendo truly can. The only way that Nintendo truly can. And I don't want to hear this bullshit about they had the pre E3 direct show. They have more stuff that they're gonna show on the website. Listen to me. Listen to me. When the E3 press conference, that's when everybody is fucking watching. That's when you get all the people who are not interested in the Wii U to watch that press conference. You think, as not being a Nintendo fan, you think I'm going to waste my fucking time and to watch a company that I don't give two shits about anymore, watch them on the internet? Dude, I don't like watching I don't like watching events on the computer. Why the fuck would I waste my time watching something from Nintendo? You want to get me interested? You show me what I want to see at the Nintendo E3 press conference. This show was about the hardcore audience that you guys lost after the GameCube and when the Wii came out. That was what the press conference was supposed to be about. It's not about your fucking fanboys. They're gonna buy that shit no matter what. They would have bought that shit if Miyamoto came out there and just took a dump in the box and presented it as the Wii U. They're going to buy it regardless. They're going to buy it no matter what they do. It's about that press conference was supposed to be about everybody else, and Nintendo fucked it up. They failed. That's what happened. They fucking failed. They let down the entire gaming community. That's what they did. And from the video that I've seen from the vast majority of the Nintendo guys, most of them feel the same way I feel. Some of them feel like it was better. Hey, whatever. If you're interested in some of the games that they showed, then I understand why you would like it. But you cannot tell me. You can't tell me that show wasn't a fucking disappointment. That show was a utter fucking letdown. Complete letdown. I hear people saying, "Oh, Reggie and Nintendo, they're gonna drop the bomb in E3." Yeah, they dropped the bomb. They dropped the bomb. They dropped the bomb on all the people who actually wanted to get the Wii U. They dropped a fuck you bomb to the hardcore audience. That's what they did. They said, "Go fuck yourself, hardcore audience. We're only going to show what our Nintendrons want to see," which is basically just Mario, gimmicky bullshit that the Nintendrons are going to suck up because that's what they like. That's what they want. It was a fucking failure. It was a disappointment. It What grade would I give it? I give it an F. An F. You have a new system coming out. You don't show it. You don't show anything. You barely showed the system itself. You barely showed the system itself, which you didn't fucking do last year. No price, no mention of the Nintendo Network. That press conference, even you don't even have to show the 3DS stuff. That press conference was that was all it was. It was supposed to be all about the Wii U. It's supposed to be about the new system, and they failed miserably. They failed, man. Like they failed. They let down the heart. They let down the hardcore audience today. They in all seriousness, they let down the Nintendo fan base. All the ones that really wanted to show people, hey, look at what Nintendo did. This is what they did. They appeased all you guys. That's what they did. They can't do that now. They can't do that now. And it's sad, man. Like, uh, I don't know. I give it an F. Like at least with Microsoft, I didn't expect jack shit from them. They're irrelevant to gaming. Nintendo will never be irrelevant to gaming. They are they are gaming in a way, but when you fail the way that they failed, they get overshadowed by Sony, who had nothing to show. They had nothing to show compared to a new console. Nothing to show. And you let them outshine you with games that had graphics that looked a lot better than any fucking thing that they showed on your new next gen console. I'm not saying the PS3 is stronger than the Wii U. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that the games that they showed, Beyond, God of War, and Last of Us, looked a hell of a lot better than any fucking thing that was shown for the Wii U. And that's fucking sad. Nintendo failed. It gets an F. If you don't like the video, if you don't like how I say about the video, go fuck yourself. You know what I mean? Go fuck yourself. Because Nintendo failed. They failed you as well. Anyway, this is Hoovy186. I'm out.